Homies, do you guys ever get that feeling like you did something 100% right? Like you circled the correct choice on an exam, or you answered a question 100% correctly, and then a few days later, you start thinking about it and realize that you did it wrong? Well, that's exactly what happened to me a few days ago. I busted out the bacon fit for today's video because of how incredibly sad I am. A few days ago, I realized I made a massive mistake. I thought I did something 100% correctly, but turns out I was wrong the entire time. This mistake ended up costing me a whole lot. I will never be able to get this back. Keep watching today's video to find out exactly what happened and what I ended up losing. Yo, what is up guys? It's your boy Kevvy here, back at it with another video. Welcome back to my channel. As you guys may know, the RB Battles event ended a few days ago, and the people that guessed the correct winner of the RB Battles were supposed to be given the GoldLika Battle Chain for free. Well guys, I obviously knew that the Arsenal legend Tanker was gonna win, so I voted for him, but I ended up not getting the chain because of my failure to properly read instructions. So guys, please leave a like on this video to help me with my healing, subscribe, comment F's in the comments down below, and turn on post notifications so you never miss my next video. The reason I'm making this is basically as a warning to anyone like me that does not always read instructions 100% fully. Were you guys ever given that test teachers used to give where at the top it would say, read every instruction carefully before doing anything? I was always the kid that got clowned on because I did not read that part and proceeded to do every single other part of the test and shout out random things in the middle of my class. If you know, then you know what I'm talking about. I'll put up an image of the test on the screen. As you can clearly see, title is follow directions. I clearly failed to do that. Instruction number 1, step number 1, the most important step in this: read everything carefully before doing anything. And me, I was like, okay, I'm gonna follow this, read everything carefully. I'm gonna go just read everything carefully and go through everything. And I would go through every single part of this test. Put your name in the upper right hand corner of this page. Circle the word name in sentence 2. I would do that. I would not follow the first step. Read everything carefully before doing anything. You're supposed to go through every single thing on this list before you actually do anything, and then you go to instruction 22 where it says, now that you have finished reading everything, do sentences 1 and 2. But me being the clown that I was, I went through every single thing. And if you guys look on number 19, if you were the first person to reach this point, which I usually was, loudly call out, I'm the first person to reach this point and I'm the leader in following directions. Boy, was I clowned on for doing that. I'll never live that down in my elementary days. It was around 2nd grade. I thought I was a boss for getting through every single thing. Man, teachers who gave this test out to their students woke up and chose violence, because obviously none of us were going to read the instructions fully. Anyways guys, this is a valuable lesson I was supposed to have learned from these tests, but to this day I somehow still have not retained the idea of reading directions fully. I usually just skim through instructions and only read the important parts in my mind. And before anyone calls me out for doing that, I already know you guys are not reading the entire terms and conditions page and still clicking that I promise I read everything button, yes, submit. It's fine, everybody does that. But for the RB Battles event, when I saw that they allowed you to vote and choose the winner, I was hyped because I already knew that it would be a showdown between Tanker or Creekcraft, who were going to be the ones to win it all. Creekcraft being the reigning champ and Tanker being one of the top Roblox gamers. I knew I had to choose between those two. I ultimately decided to go with Tanker because he was kind of the underdog going against the champion, and if I learned anything from animated movies, it's that the underdog always wins. Through the struggle and adversity, they go through so much, and in the end, they manage to beat the person who is supposed to be the one that takes it all. Even though no one is on their side the entire time, they manage to pull through and cross the finish line. So I decided to vote Tanker because I had a feeling he was going to win and beat Creek with the perfect underdog story. And what do you know guys, Tanker actually managed to pull it off and win the whole thing. I was super excited and hyped because I had chosen the right winner, and I thought I was going to be getting the RB Battles GoldLika Battle Chain. However, a few days passed and at first nobody was getting the chain because Roblox was a little late with giving out the prizes. However, the other day I saw people getting the chain and I was like, oh my gosh, maybe I got the chain now. I would go through my inventory, go through my accessories. I would not see the chain anywhere. I was like, what the heck is going on? and then I looked through a video on getting the GoldLika Battle Chain and I realized my mistake. I had failed to read the simple instructions in the voting section. I'll put up a picture of what the voting screen looks like right now. As you can see, step number 1 clearly says, what is your user ID number on Roblox? What I did was, instead of putting just my user ID in, I put the entire link to my Roblox profile. I may never forgive myself for doing that, but in my defense, the example that they showed was the entire profile link. However, I did fail to look 5 characters to the right and see what they actually meant, which were those numbers in the link to your Roblox profile. But oh well guys, I definitely learned my lesson. Now that it actually cost me something that I wanted. I really thought I was going to be getting the GoldLika Battle Chain, and I really wanted it because it's basically a free GoldLika chain, which are really expensive and rare on Roblox. Now I know that reading the directions fully all the way through is really important, and I cannot stress it enough. I cannot believe I learned my lesson, because I've done this so many times where in past exams and tests I've missed a really simple and easy question because I do not read instructions fully and I usually just skim through every single question. But now that it costs me a GoldLika chain, I feel like now I'm really gonna start thinking to myself, you have to read every single part of the instructions if you want to get this correct. However guys, that's not the end of the story. There's still some good that came out of this. On my alt account, Average Trader, I did not make the same mistake, and as you guys can see right here on my account, the GoldLika Battle Chain in all its glory, I actually noticed that I had to just put the user ID in instead of my actual entire Roblox website link, and I was able to cop the chain on my alt account. Just look how cool this looks. I really wish I had this on my main. That's basically proof that I voted for Tanker, because I did the same thing on my main account and then my alt account, except this time I actually realized the dumb mistake that I made and I put just my user ID in instead of my Roblox profile link. Thinking back on it, I was actually kind of dumb for doing that, because linking your entire profile link is so much longer than just putting in your Roblox user ID, and obviously it would be easier for Roblox to just check user IDs instead of an entire link, because they obviously had to have gotten thousands if not millions of submissions to win these chains, and I saw on Twitter that a lot of people were voting for either Craft or Tanker. Anyways guys, that's the end of the video. I really hope you guys learned something and choose to read instructions fully next time, because in reality it only takes about a second or 2 longer. If you don't, it could maybe cost you something important. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like to help me with my grieving, subscribe, and comment an F in the comments down below for the epic fail that I made, and also turn on post notifications so you never miss my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day. As always, Kevvy out.